Yeah, in the yesterday itself, we have created the basic project. We are using Maven as a build tool. Inside this form.xml, we have added one dependency that is called Selenium Java. Okay. Now I have created inside test. Already there will be a Java folder. Inside the Java folder, I have created one package that is a basic programs package. Inside this, I have created one class called first program. Inside this first program, just create a main method directly. Inside main method, the first line is interface. Interface name, reference variable is equal to new implementing class. That's it. What is the interface? WebDriver is an interface. WebDriver contains all the methods. That means declaration happened in the WebDriver, and all those functions, all those methods are implemented in this Chrome driver interface, Chrome driver class. For every browser, there will be a driver. For Chrome, Chrome driver. For Firefox, Firefox driver. For Edge, Edge driver. This is the first line we will write. WebDriver driver is equal to new Chrome driver. What this line will do means it will launch the empty browser. That's it. It will launch the empty browser. Then next, what is the purpose of get method means it is used to open the given URL in the browser. It opens the given URL in the browser. This is the get method. That means we need to perform every method on this driver object, driver dot get method. Then next, how to fetch the page title? We need to use get title method. Get title method, as it returns a string. That means title will be in the string format. We need to write string. What is the how to call return type methods? Data type, variable name. Variable name is equal to object reference, as all functions are non-static methods. How to call non-static methods means we need to call those non-static members using object reference. Object reference dot non-static methods. That's it. What is the return type of the get title method? String. Then page title is equal to, we need to, here object reference is driver dot get title method. That's it. Now print it. System.out.println. It will fetch only current page title. Current page title is plus page title. Then next, how to fetch the current page URL?
So get current URL method.
Exactly, super. Get, how fetch the current page URL. Get current URL method. And that URL will return the string data type. Same. How to call return type means same. String current page URL is equal to driver dot get current URL method. Then print it. System.out.println. Current page URL is plus. That's it. Then next, how to fetch the HTML code? Fetch current page
Using the
HTML.
page
We
source.
need to use, yes, get
Yes, get page source.
page source method. And it returns string data type only. String page source is equal to driver dot get page source method. See, when get page source means it will return entire that page entire HTML code. As it becomes very long. That is the reason I am not printing this output of this page source. Okay. Then next, how to fetch the current window ID, current page
Using
window ID.
using get window method.
Exactly. Get window handle method. What is the return type? Get window
Your
handle also returns in the string format only.
string. Yeah.
String window handle is equal to driver dot get window handle method. It is a singular because it returns only current page window ID. Just print it. How dot println? Current page window ID. Window ID is plus window handle. Then next, how to fetch all the window IDs?
Using get window handle method. Window handles method.
Exactly. Get window handles method. What is the return type?
String.
See, get window handles means plural. That means it will return multiple window IDs. Multiple elements in Java to store multiple elements. Which concept we need to use? To store
List.
multiple elements.
List.
Yes,
Arrays and list.
collections we
Yes.
need to use to
Collection.
store
Yes. Yes.
multiple elements. As this
Okay.
window IDs means it will return unique window ID. That means for every window there will be an unique ID. There will be no duplicates. Unique
Okay.
values will go and store in the set. If there is any duplicates, it will go and store in the list type. As get window handles will return unique values, we need to store that in set type of collection. And these windows IDs will be in string format. Inside this, we need to give string. Okay. Then next, all window IDs is equal to driver dot get window handles method. Now why it is showing error? I mean in red color means set is in java dot util package. How
Yeah.
to
We need to
access
import that.
other package classes in our package means first we need to
Just
import
import. Yeah.
this class. Then just print it. All window IDs plus all window IDs. How to close the window?
Close method. Yeah.
Exactly. Driver dot close method. How to close multiple windows?
Quit method.
Hmm. Yeah, that means multiple windows means whatever the IDs, whatever the windows opened by this driver, all the windows will be closed at the same time when we use quit method. But close method will close only current window. Then driver dot quit method. As of now, just use any one. Let me comment this quit method. See, if you don't close also, it won't close. That means we need to explicitly close the window. Simple. Now let's run this program. These are the browser commands. Now let's see the console. See, current page title is register account. See, these are warnings. No need to worry about those warnings. Okay, it is not stopping us. See, what is the current page title is register account. What is the current page URL is this is the one. Current page window ID is this is the one. All window IDs means it will return only one because we have opened only one. That is the reason it is opening only one window. That's it. Is it clear? Any questions?
Yeah, and we didn't pass any URLs, right?
Sorry.
We didn't pass any URLs inside that method, right?
See, this is the URL we have passed.
No, no, not that. In the current URL,
Mm-hmm.
in current URL method. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, okay.
See, it will fetch get
So
current URL means it will see your voice is too low.
is it?
Yeah, that is the reason I'm not
Am I
able to
okay?
understand.
Okay. Am I audible now? Am I audible?
Yeah, it is okay now. Yeah, tell me what's
Yeah.
your
Okay.
question?
So if you want to fetch that current URL, so we need to pass that URL inside
No,
the.
no, no, no. We
Okay.
should not pass. See, get current URL means whatever opened in the browser URL, it will fetch that URL. Explicitly, we should not pass any URL for this method.
Okay. Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Okay. I
When we
understand.
open this, see, when we open this in browser, it will fetch this title. It will fetch this URL and it will fetch this window ID. That's it. Now, I don't want to close this browser. Then what happens? Now it won't close that browser. It will keep. See, did it closed?
No.
Because I have commented that close method. Driver dot close. That means in Selenium we need to perform explicitly. We need to explicitly close the browser by using close method or quit method. Otherwise, it won't close.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the first simple program. We have worked on browser commands. Then next. And in the yesterday itself, I have discussed about locators. WebDriver locators are ID, name, class name, CSS selector, XPath, link text, partial link text, then tag name. Yesterday I have explained you about six, right? I have covered six with syntaxes
Yeah.
also in the notepad. Today I am going to
Yes.
cover
Yes.
how to work with CSS and XPath. See, please listen carefully. First step is to automate any application. First, we need to know how to identify that element. That means doing the object identification is the major part here. Now let's work with CSS first of all. Then we can go with XPath. Yeah, here is the one. Yeah, how to do the identification by using CSS first. If for any element, if there is any ID, then this is the syntax. CSS is equal to tag name hash. You need to use hash ID value. Let me show you with examples. Let me take rediffmail.com. Okay. Now just click on this create account. First, let me inspect this. What is the first syntax? If in the HTML for that element, if it is having ID attribute, then you can use this syntax. Let's see. For full name, whether let's just check whether ID is there or not. No, ID is not there. Open cut. My account register. Now let me inspect this. See, here ID is there. Okay. See, just right click or spy on that first name, then click. Now in the HTML, that means in the developer tools, in the elements tab, it will highlight the object identification for that first name. This is the tag name. That means for first name edit box, the tag name is input. These are all the attributes. Coming to CSS first syntax, for that element, if there is ID, you can use just copy, just double click on that, right click, copy. Now just do Control F. Okay. What is the CSS formula? We need to give input. That means tag name, hash, ID value. Simple. How many it is matching? One of one. This is how we need to write the XPath. Sorry, object identification for any element. That means with that object identification, that should highlight like an unique queue. It should not match multiple elements with that object identification. Clear how to write if there is ID.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Control plus C. Now let me open the notepad. Yeah, by CSS. First one. If there is ID attribute, then you can use tag name, hash, ID value. What is the syntax? Web element, first name edit box. First name edit box is equal to driver dot find element by dot CSS selector, not CSS. CSS selector by dot CSS selector of, you need to give this value. Just copy this. Now within double quotes, keep that. This is how you need to write. Any questions on the first syntax of the CSS? How to identify if there is an ID value?
No questions.
Next. See, now we have completed. If there is ID value, what is the syntax? Then next. By class attribute, for that element, if there is a class attribute, what is the syntax means? Now you need to use tag name dot class value. Class name dot class value. If there is an ID, you need to use a hash. If there is a class attribute, you need to use a dot. Just try it out. Just check whether class attribute is there or not. No. Just spy on this. No. Oh. See here class is there, right? Now just do Control F. When you do Control F, in the bottom of this DevTools, it will open one search bar. Are you able to see that search edit box? Narsimha?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
now
yes.
see. For for this enter capture edit box, there is a class. Now, how to write XPath? Sorry, how to write CSS selector if that element is having class attribute? Simple. Tag name dot class name. What is the tag name here? Input dot captcha. You need to pass class attribute.
You told that we cannot automate captures, right?
See, enter captcha. See, I'm just telling you, just writing, not handing. As of now, how to write if there is a
Okay.
class attribute? How to write if there is an
Okay. Okay.
ID attribute? That's
Okay.
it.
Okay.
How to identify the
Okay.
elements first of all?
Okay.
Okay, Control plus C, Control plus C. See, one of one element is matching. Okay.
Yeah.
If there is class attribute, what is the syntax? Tag name
Name dot class name,
dot class value.
class value.
That's it. Web element capture edit box is equal to driver dot find element by dot css selector, then paste it. Simple. Then see, and there is another one also. See, this if this is the class and this is the class value. When you are using class css with a class, if there is any spaces in class value, it is not going to identify that element. To identify that element, if there are any spaces in the class value, just replace that spaces with a dot. This is the another rule. See, here this is the class value. Inside this class value, there is one space between large and from. Now, if you write tag name dot this class value, it won't identify. It will show zero matchings. What we need to do is, instead of spaces, just replace with the dot. See, tag name dot here, large and from. There is a space before. Now what I have done, I have replaced the space with the dot. Then I'm able to identify that value. Object identification is correct. Is it clear? If there is any space between class value, then we need to replace that spaces with a dot. In which condition?
Yeah.
If you are using CSS with a class. Clear?
Yeah.
Then next. Identify elements with any attributes. Here is the syntax. CSS is equal to tag name, square bracket, attribute name is equal to attribute value. With any attributes, it will work. But that attribute value should be like a unique. Let's see. See, here type is equal to password is there. Placeholder is equal to enter password is there. Now I'll go with the placeholder. That means how to write, what is the syntax means? Tag name, square bracket, any attribute name is equal to any attribute value. Let's see. Now I'll use placeholder as a attribute. What is the tag name? Input. Tag name, square bracket, what is the attribute name? Placeholder is equal to, we need to use that value. That's it. Simple. How many matching? How many elements are matching with this CSS selector?
Uh,
One
One.
of one. Only
Yeah.
one element is matching.
Yes. Yes.
This is the simple syntax. CSS with any attributes. Web element, password, edit box. Driver dot, find element, by dot, CSS selector of CSS value you need to pass. Clear? Any questions?
No.
Okay, then next. This is the another one. Identify the element with multiple attributes. That means we need to pass more than one attribute. Let's see. Same syntax. Tag name, attribute name, one is equal to value. Then you need to append another attribute. Simple, that's it. Let me tell you the example in which case we will go further. See, here for enter password, there is a type password, placeholder, enter password. If you come down, for retype password, type is equal to password. Type is a password only. Same. That means type is equal to password. This attribute is same for choose a password and retype password. Wait. Type is equal to password. Let me give you. Type equal to password. How many elements it is matching?
3.
It is matching 3 elements. See, retype password. Somewhere it is there, another one. Then next one is enter password. Now, I want this retype password. Then you need to give placeholder, another locator. Just a square bracket, placeholder to differentiate from other locators. Placeholder is equal to placeholder value. That's it. Now, how many elements are matching?
Just one.
Hmm. Is it clear this syntax? That means identifying the elements with multiple attributes so that that object identification will be robust. It will be strong. CSS with multiple attributes. How to write? Web element, retype password, edit box. Driver dot, find element, by dot, CSS selector of what is the CS? This is the CSS value. Simple. Clear? Any questions?
No. No.
Okay then. What is the next syntax? See, identifying the header text. You can directly write CSS is equal to that header tag. For example, see, if there is only one header on that web application, then you can write CSS is equal to H1. Simple. Now let me go here. Let's see whether is there any headers or not. See H2. Just check it. Just write H2. See, one of one it is matching. When we give only, a header tag, if it is matching one of one, you can use that directly. If it is matching multiple, then you should not use with this only tag name. In this case, it is matching only one of one. Then I'm good to use this H2. CSS with header tag. Web element. What is the element? Rediff mail account header. Rediff mail account header. Same syntax. Driver dot find element by dot css selector. Then pass that header value h2. Clear?
So if there are multiple headers, what should we do?
Then you should not use that header.
Okay,
Then
okay.
you should use some other syntaxes like CSS, which we have discussed just before, with attributes,
Oh,
with
attributes.
multiple
Okay,
attributes, with ID, with class value.
okay, okay.
Okay, then next. If there are, how to handle dynamically changing elements using CSS? Dynamically changing means that value is not static. When you refresh the DevTools, when you refresh the page, that means that attribute value will keep on changing. In that case, how to handle those situations? Let me show you the example also. Just spy on this. See. See, here for name attribute, what is the value? Name 56AC43BB, right? By seeing itself, we can identify this name value is dynamic. It will keep on changing the end text, right? That means it included some numbers and alphabets dynamically. There is no format. See, let's see. What is the value? Control plus C. What is the value? This is the one. Now, let me refresh this page. Okay. Now, let me do spy on this one more time. Same element. Control plus C. Is both are same? Both values are same?
No,
That means that end part is changing, keep on changing. That end part, but starting part is same. That means we need to write that object identification only with this name. That means I want only the starting part of the name value, not the ending part. In these situations, how to handle? Let's go through the syntaxes, okay? See. Handle dynamically changing elements using CSS. There are three ways. First one is contains. Contains means we need to use the symbol star symbol. This is the syntax. Tag name, attribute name, star. Star means contains. Contains means partial attribute value we need to pass. Partial attribute value. That part can be from starting part or ending part or middle part. Anything you can write as a partial attribute value. That means this is the contains. The next starts with. Starts with means you need to use a caret symbol. Starts with means caret symbol. This is the syntax. See, input, name, caret symbol, btn, ch kavali. That means you need to give only starting part of that value, not the ending part or not the middle part. You just need to give the starting part of that value. That is the meaning of the caret symbol. Then next, ends with. Ends with means dollar symbol you need to use. That means you need to give end part of the value. You should not give starting part of the attribute value or middle part. You just mandatory, you need to give only the last value. That's it. Is it clear how to handle the dynamically changing elements using CSS?
Yeah.
Contains means star. That means you can use starting part or middle part or ending part of the value, which is static only. That should only you need to use. Then next, if you want to use that means if any value contains static at the starting part, then you should use a caret symbol. If in any name attribute value, if it is having static value at the end part, then you need to use a dollar symbol. Now let's go through the practical way. See here, name is a static text. In this name value, where is the static text? Can you please tell me the position? Whether it is in the starting or middle part or end part?
Starting.
Starting part. Control F. Syntax is input. Input, square bracket. Attribute name is name. You need to use caret symbols. Starts with means caret symbol is equal to, you can use name. Is it matching?
Yeah.
See, one of one it is matching. When we will go with caret symbol means if that value contains static text at the starting part, then we can use caret symbol. Then next, Control plus C. Handle dynamically changing elements using CSS. In this first one, starts with. Starts with means what is the symbol we need to use? Caret symbol. The syntax is web element